All right, we are back. Last team to talk about here, our sixth offense to be a little bit concerned about. And if you can't tell, I've got the tone of voice where I'm a little bit bummed about this because I do kind of want to believe in some of these players here for the New York Jets. But and Nate, I know this is another team we're talking about on 301 tomorrow, so definitely make sure people out there to tune into that one. But look, ADP rank wise, they are 23rd. So it's not as if they're the lowest team here that we're talking about. Nobody's asking like, yeah, you really got to buy into the Jets. But I will say there's an imbalance here because they are 30th in Wisdom of the Crowd total projections here. Nobody thinks this team's going to be good. As a matter of fact, DVOA actually has them projected as the 32nd offense in the league. And really the concerning thing here is that they have two players going at 31st and 35th overall, whereas their third player is Braylon Allen at 143rd overall. So that's actually saving them from being even higher in the ADP ranks than 23. So I think we talked about this team somewhat recently. I feel like you and I, Nate, and maybe you said this could be like kind of a bad team. Yeah. Like maybe like kind of, I think we talked about
You're
it.
You're highlighting Mimbao, their right tackle they drafted. Yeah. And
yes, preseason.
Yes.
Dude, I have no idea when anything happened.
It's all merged together.
It's who knows. Get me
going
to week
through my
one.
notes every day is just kind of like, what show was that again? Control F.
Yeah.
Search.
Like I said, I'm like, I know somebody was talking about the Jets, and I'm pretty sure I saw you on the other end of it. So again, I think we did talk about them, and you've maybe framed it as like an offense that could be a bad team beater, an offense that maybe could be a little similar to like the 2022 Falcons. Nate, what if this offense is really, really bad? Because like Justin Fields is just Justin Fields. Like that is starting to worry me a little bit.
Yeah, I think the passing game is going to stink. I think outright. I've watched enough. I've pictured what it looks like. I'm kind of going, I don't think it's going to be high volume. I think it's going to be boom bust. I don't think Fields matches up well with Garrett Wilson as far as synergy wise. I do, though, why we had that segment was
why do you think that though? Like, because why do you think that Fields doesn't match up with Wilson? Because that is interesting to me.
Wilson to me seems like a guy that would thrive with a quick thrower, a guy that's just going to get the ball out quick and let him go to work. Short and intermediate guy. He can do other things, but a guy just let him go to work, let him run choice routes, run slants, let him run screen stuff. A guy like Cam Ward actually would be amazing with Garrett Wilson in my eyes. But it's just that I think when I watch it, Justin Fields is a big game hunter as a quarterback, where he is attacking down the field. It's touchdown to check down for him. He also takes a long time to release throws. He is never going to ever going to be good at quick game ever, or RPOs, or the screen game is also going to get hindered in this offense because he just has such an elongated baseball motion. This is a guy. Anyone that is just introduced to me, I was pretty high on Justin Fields coming into as a pro. I've just realized that this is what he is as a player, as a professional. So as a prospect, I was high on him, but to me, there's limitations to his game. They're actually like the upside of him was, maybe he's a big Russell Wilson. And then now I've seen him. It's like, no, he is Russell Wilson, but it's all the downsides of him as a passer on top of just being a plus runner. But why I'm bringing up Fields is just everybody else is going to get hindered passing game wise. But I do think the run game is going to be very good. The offensive line is going to be good. Like I think they hit the right tackle, Mimbao. Elijah Vera Tucker, their right guard, if he's healthy, he's a very good right guard. Tittman's kind of the one question mark, but I think he's been playing well. Simpson's a nice vet. And then Olufashanu looks like a very good left tackle they drafted last year. And they helped out getting a tight end, Mason Taylor, and who actually has been blocking well in the preseason, which has been nice. Where I think this can be, Fields is going to help because he's a running quarterback, one of the better ones. He's going to help unlock some of the run game stuff, some of the read plays. But I think Wilson gets hit hard. I also think Breece Hall is going to get hit hard because of the emergence of Braylon Allen. I'm buying as much Braylon Allen stock as possible. I said on that show, I think this is his backfield by the end of the season. And I think that's earlier than later. Or at the very least a split. And I think they love him. And I think he's looked excellent in the preseason, while Breece Hall has looked more like solid to good. So yeah, that's the guy in this offense I'm buying, but everybody else I'm fading pretty hard.
Yeah, listen.
Other than that, how's the play, Mrs. Lincoln?
Yeah, right. So terrific.
I saved all
Couple
the bust stuff for the very end, and then I was like, all right, here we go. Let's get
Yes.
this out.
Yes. Like, so they don't hate you. So the audience doesn't hate you from the start. Like, let's
Yeah,
let them hate you here at the
eased them
end.
in.
Correct. Yes. So yeah, a lot of different things to go off of here. But the one thing that is interesting to me is that I do think, like, from a Garrett Wilson perspective, I do think the way he's going to be used is going to be much better under Tanner Engstrand. I realize Engstrand is a total unknown, but it truly can't get much worse than what we saw last year in the like archaic Nathaniel Hackett. Like, all we're doing is running goes and slants, and Rodgers is just trying to guess it pre-snap, and he's not guessing it very well. So, like, Rodgers, despite being a guy that, you know, used to get the ball out quick and all that stuff, he ended up being a really bad fit with Garrett Wilson.
Right.
There's part of me that thinks Fields could be a little bit better with Wilson because of that, but man, I just don't know if he, like, we talk about, oh, can Caleb Williams fit a Ben Johnson offense? If they're going to do Ben Johnson stuff in the pass game in this offense, I don't think Justin Fields fits with that at all.
Nope. Nope.
And you mentioned like the rushing stuff. I say it all the time. I don't think Fields wants to run. Like, I know, like, I have mentioned that clip where he rolled his eyes, like, talking about his rushing ability back on the stage at Eckler's Edge, like, a few years ago in the interview we did with him. And then last year he was second in check down percentage among guys with 100+ dropbacks, behind only
He's
Andy
a huge check down guy. People don't realize that he is a huge check down guy, because look at his air yard stuff. It's always artificially low because of that. Should say artificially.
Yes, you gotta. Yeah, you gotta like make him. You gotta make him run basically at this point in his career. Yeah. Like three scramble touchdowns last year. There will be some of that, but that's like the whole. That's the whole basis of this offense. Like, in the whole basis of the Fields thing. If he doesn't want to or isn't going to be a proactive runner, it's over. Okay, like, it's over before it even begins. So, I'm not taking Breece Hall. I've docked him down in my rankings. I'm not taking him as the 31st freaking overall player. Garrett Wilson's a guy that I want to believe in, but he goes in that third round range where I'm not targeting wide receivers.
It's
I'll take.
It's not his fault. That's like that. That's the thing. Anyone that's like a Jets fan or anything, it's not Garrett Wilson's fault. It's everything around him. That's
Garrett Wilson's awesome, and I want to believe that the next quarterback in here will be the guy to unlock him. I just don't know if it's going to be Justin Fields. And like, I wish look, preseason stats, training camp stats can be super misleading. Then again, it would be nice if we got one, hey, Fields was 10 of 13 today, as opposed to, 1 of 8 or whatever gets reported every single day out of New York. So again, this is an offense that I think could be like a bit of a, hey, Nate Tice is telling us in week 8, like, oh yeah, well, I watched this team and I think conceptually,
look at the concept they're running. Look at that run game they're running. Yeah, right. That's exactly
right.
Yeah.
Like a weird little curiosity, but when it comes to putting fantasy points in the box score, I don't think this team is very well set up. So I haven't been taking Hall. I haven't been taking Garrett Wilson, but I'm with you on the Braylon Allen thing, where big physical back probably does fit. I know this offensive line, I think, is going to be good. Like, I think they're going to get it going there. So it's a committee backfield. They've told us it's a committee backfield. Like, Braylon Allen at 143rd overall or Breece Hall at 31st overall. Very easy decision for me personally.
Yeah, absolutely. Same. It's someone I'm targeting and everything. Like, it's just, it's so obvious how they're speaking about it too. Like, they're not like saying anything bad about Breece Hall, but they're not like exactly going out of their way to prop him up. And I think with Braylon Allen, they're just like, look at him go. They're like Vince McMahon trying to hype up somebody. Like, look at him. Oh my God. Look at those muscles. Isn't he? Oh my God. So that's where it's pretty obvious. And just Allen looks good. Like, watching those games, and Breece he went from a guy with such great tempo and vision that now it really seems like he's pressing. And this happens to guys where it just seems like he is maybe misreading things just a little bit. And that was his superpower. So I don't think he's like, I'm not saying that he's bad or anything. I still think he is a good running back. Like, I think he should start for a lot of teams. It's just, I think Braylon Allen's just one of these guys that's just going to take it by force just over time. And I think they're going to encourage him to do that. So it's just something I'm kind of keeping my eye on. But again, I think I keep making the joke that this team is going to be like a bunch of Greg Maddux starts. Like, their games are going to last 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 20 minutes because they're going to run the ball so much. And it's just going to go boom, boom, boom. We'll be out of there. And all of a sudden they're going to be struggling to fill it out with another game finishing in the fourth quarter.